Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Today. Welcome to the Friday shift.
Wow.
Oh.
Here we go again. Oh, what?
We did a segment on Spill the Tea.
It should be there. It should
you have
be
to go
that
to
we
my
have to download
email.
it.
You have to go to
Bless
my.
you. Sorry.
Snooze.
Everyone seemed to like that.
That's G-Man's truck. You hear it? That's Amazon.
He's been in and out already. It's only 9:40 in the morning.
Unbelievable. He came in to use the bathroom.
To get water and use the bathroom.
That's what happens when you're an Amazon driver. You have to use bathrooms where you can find them.
They tell them, find a bathroom and use it. So I guess this would be his first stop.
That's it.
But anyway, Spill the Tea yesterday was a hit. Gio was asking me, everybody was asking me about Spill the Tea. So we had Sarah with an H put an opening in there. So it's in my email so that
you know how to download things, Misha? From Freddie's email?
Yeah.
All right, so see if you can find. And he's back. The Spill the Tea.
Well, I thought that was your truck,
which was pretty cool.
It was probably the IT truck.
I thought that was your truck.
Happy Friday, everyone! Another week. Can you even believe what happens in a week? The amount of things that
we have actually 6 cameras up there now.
They've learned. Did you tell? Wow, look at this.
We don't know why this is working.
Hey. That's just, we don't question
We
it
don't know why.
working.
Even Gato said to me yesterday, he says, well, we tried this with Gio. It didn't work. But then we found out that we did SDI. They are not using SDI. Right?
Yeah. No,
so that's the reason why it works. I don't know where he's getting all the ports.
Actually, now it's glitching a little bit, lagging.
We got another sponsor.
Look, watch this. See the lag?
2-second delay.
Oh, yeah.
You see the lag?
I got you.
You see what's happening?
Yes. But
That's
we're on the
because
camera,
you
so
cams.
you think it's the cams are lagging it?
The cams are lagging.
Yeah.
All right, so we need to close out the cams.
You need to close at least one cam.
What did I have, 2 on?
Looks
3.
like they have
They got
3.
all of them. All
You have too many. You have too much bandwidth going on. You
All
have
right.
to
Anyway, happy Friday. What do you got cooking for the weekend?
So I think congratulations is in order. Now. Oh, you turn one off.
There you go. See?
You turn one off?
Yeah, I turned all of them off.
You turn all of them off?
I closed them out.
No,
Open yours up.
you could have done one.
You can keep yours.
Just one. 3 is too much
It's like now it's
bandwidth.
too late. It's gone.
You can open it and just...
No, it's all right. But now you know you could do one. The one on you. So congratulations is in order. Congratulations. That company. So I guess G-Man has to take the applause. Looks like they're going to buy TikTok.
Oh, they are.
What company?
Wow. A
Amazon.
big A company.
A big A company, which we're not allowed to announce.
Here, but you know what? A lot of people are...
Should not be named.
A lot of people don't buy with them, buy small, support small business. Here's the amazing thing about Amazon. It just in my mind, this is how I feel. It came from an idea. One man had an idea in his garage with his wife and created this platform that is now so tremendous that runs most of our country, but it started with an idea.
Everything starts with an idea.
And
Bill
one
Gates.
man and one idea, and where it has grown, and now it's just this mega. But anything can happen. It just shows you that one idea and one person can make a tremendous impact in the world. That's what I've been.
Bill
thinking about.
Gates, right? In his garage with a friend, they made Microsoft from a garage.
It's pretty amazing when you think about what can happen when you put your mind to it. I mean, I look around this morning. I'm looking around here, going, "Wow, look at all those papers and government documents we've got hanging on the wall that allows us to have a business." Do you remember when I first started? They told us we needed one, and landed us here. We needed one.
One. I said to
Now
them.
we've got I don't even know how many.
I said we didn't have a wall to put it on, so we didn't get it.
But when we got that one, everyone all bent out of shape, and we ended up here. So sometimes bad things turn into amazing opportunities, which is why we are here.
I should have patented streaming when I started.
You should have.
That's what I should have done.
So going forward, we should patent, trademark all our good ideas, so you have it. You just got to try and go with it.
And it's crazy enough to work. That's the thing.
Look at Beethoven. He was deaf and mute, and he
broke.
created amazing piano music with the piano not having legs and the vibration of the keys. But that takes a lot.
His piano didn't have legs.
No.
So what the hell they put it on a table?
He would have it on the floor so he could feel the vibration of the keys.
Look
Well,
at
he
the
was
Virgin
blind?
Mary. She had a son, and look what happened. She's
Look at the
laughing.
Virgin Mary.
She had a son, right? And the rest is history, no pun intended, but truth be told. Right? So greatness can come from one person.
Yes.
How
All the time.
How you like that analogy of life?
That's deep.
Isn't it? Think about it.
That's so deep. It took me to
She's
another
like
planet.
a mom on a mission, and here we all sit, and life has changed for everyone ever since that day.
You guys, as a whole, do you believe that if you had one shot, one miracle, it would change everything? You ever think that big?
But do you think you would take it and succeed with it?
Would you do it? If you had a secret, like a pop-up coffee cart, if you had a secret formula, would you go for it, knowing that if it hit, it would change the world?
Yeah. Why not?
Would you do it?
Yeah, just do it.
Well, that's what separates this group of people from a group of people out there, because they don't and they won't. They'll say it. They'll do a lot of noise. Oh, if I only had a biscuit. La 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 la. What's
Do you
that
ever
song?
think, sometimes I think if we got our big break on a national TV morning show to say what we do and how it all started in the
Get
foundation.
thrown in jail.
Wouldn't go to jail.
Yeah, they'll throw me in jail.
What would, I think about, would my anxiety get the best of me and I wouldn't know what to say? What would you say? What would I say? Would we
Mental institution?
Would we actually take this opportunity and make it better, or would my anxiety be like, "Oh my gosh, you're stumbling"?
See,
over
I
that-
would
your
say
words"?
pop some anti-anxiety medication and roll with it.
But that's why we don't. That's why we don't get it, because you're all anxious.
But ever think about that one opportunity that someone could give you, that if you have this vision, what would you do with it? Misha, what would you do with some great opportunity? Something you dream about.
It's a great opportunity. I've never thought about it.
You never thought about it?
Is there a great vision that you see for yourself down the road that you want? And if it showed up at your doorstep,
Like a
what would you
pop-up
do
cart.
with it?
Like a coffee cart. Pop-up. Coffee pop-up cart.
I'm more of a just be just content and chill.
All right, Althea, how about you?
For me, what I want is a house and land. So if a house and land landed on where I am right now, I'd be thankful.
What
and
are
I'd
you,
be
Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz?
There's the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, here it comes.
So you want a house? Why? And land.
because I want to decorate it to my specifications. Like, I have a very specific vision for my house that I want, and little nooks and crannies where I can just sit down, like a reading nook at the front of the house. That's what I want.
All right, meet Karen, meet Mona Lisa. The two free
We're
walls
the
we
nook-
have.
the nook
The nook.
masters.
We're building a new nook in our coffee area. G-Man's like, what? There's no room. We got to clean up some
Only
stuff.
if there's wine.
We need
There's
more storage.
wine there.
We can.
Everything's
We
good.
have a lot of wine from our birthdays that
Yes,
should really.
we should open.
Yeah,
We
you
should
should
get a wine
show it
thing.
someplace.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about one of those wine cabinets?
Okay.
That you put the bottles in there.
Yeah.
You ever seen that? It's
We
kinda
have
cool.
so much wine that is in nooks and crannies around the studio in boxes because we need a place to put it. So maybe you can help design like a wine corner and a coffee bar.
Are we allowed to ask for that from the foundation?
Please.
Why not? They're all of age.
Exactly.
Yeah, but is that something you asked for? Isn't that kind of?
It depends what you want.
Tax deductible.
It depends on, like, it depends on who your clients are.
Oh, is that what we're
and-
doing? We're
It's
using it for
she's the
clients.
hospitality committee.
Yeah.
Now. You know
I think we should get one of those wine things, and
They have those.
it's like a
fridges.
refrigerator.
You
A
just gotta know
mini
where we're gonna put
fridge
it.
that you could put the wine bottles in it.
Karen, where can we put it?
Gotta
You-
put-
We're gonna put it where that shelf is, where the makeup station is.
In
Where
my
the shelf.
in the dawn zone. We're putting it in the dawn
The
zone.
dawn zone is being
You'll
evacuated.
still be able to have the makeup. It'll just go in that corner. Like I can see
We-
it, and I know it'll.
We're gonna have to put a
We're good.
lock on it,
We're good.
because Gordon, snooky.
All right, so you want a house. Misha's just chilling. How about you, Mini Me over here?
This guy.
This guy.
This guy you're looking at right now?
Yes, Benny.
Yeah.
Benny and the Jets.
What's your question?
If you had a great opportunity presented to you, what would you want it to be, and then what would you do with it?
He's killing me.
I know. I wish we had a camera on him.
Hey, if I told you, I'd have to kill you.
He sounds like a radio voice
We're gonna
from
keep
back
him
in the
off
day.
camera and just do the voice.
Yeah, we did that for 2 years.
With you, right?
2 years we
We
did.
do have a camera on him. It's just it's gonna lag. So.
Let's
Yeah,
put it up.
on.
People can meet
People
him.
can see him. Just don't move.
Stand still. So it doesn't look like it's lagging.
All right, Benny, what would it be? What's your vision for yourself?
Well, let's just say that
Put
that
the mic up.
Luigi Mangione guy would be
Move here. Hold
honored.
your mic.
That, let's just say that
Take
Lu-
off the audio on his mic.
Not his
They-
mic on the cam.
On the cam. The cams have mics, so you have to take them off.
Am I doing this right?
You're
No,
good.
you are. You're good.
Okay. Let's just say that this Luigi Mangione dude would be honored to have me as a partner in crime, taking on the greedy assholes who.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's it. That's it.
I like take the cam.
All right. Somebody take the camera off this maniac.
We're gonna get
First of all, that is the opinion of one of our. That is not the opinion of the studio, but thank you very much for playing. Let me see. Okay.
We're good?
Sorry for that.
That's okay.
That's all right.
All right, so Mona
We'll
Lisa,
give you
what
the
would
fine
your,
in a minute.
What's your vision, and what would you do with it?
Help me, Lord. Help me.
I
The cops are
Would
coming
wanna-
for you.
I would want to travel and see every
I
single.
thought you wanted a pop-up coffee
I want
cart.
that too, but I'm saying like the biggest thing that I want to do with my life is travel. I want to go to every country. I want to go to as many countries and cities and cultures.
You want to be a
and-
stewardess?
Flight attendant?
No, I don't want to be a
That's
flight
what-
attendant.
Want to fly the plane?
No, I don't want to be a pilot. I just want to travel. How am I going to do that? I don't know. But that if someone would present, here's this, and you can travel the whole entire world, take it.
I got a friend of mine. I'll tell her to come in here. You know her. She was here. She works for the airlines. She travels all over the world as an attendant, and she loves it. They don't pay much, but you get to travel.
Yeah.
That's not
Being on a
the
plane
whole
basically 24/7.
moral of traveling. Like I believe you remember Eat, Pray, Love, where Julia Roberts she
Yeah. I
I
just
think
got
you might have to move
divorced.
the mic closer.
Move your mic close.
She had just gotten divorced and she booked
Who, Julia
herself
Roberts?
in Eat, Pray, Love.
That's a movie?
It's a movie.
And a
Okay.
book.
And a book.
Okay.
And Julia Roberts like plays the role of a woman who just got divorced and who decides to travel the world to learn culture things from different parts of the world. And she did, like in Asia.
So
they
what was the
have
movie about? The
Because
different places she went?
about different places
And, like,
she went and shared time with.
The trip that I took this past summer, I went to a few countries, and like that changed me.
How?
Like I'm a completely different person from like before I went on that trip to after I came home from that. Just like being able to actually experience other cultures and how these other societies are living changes you completely.
Because you're a flower child.
I don't know what that means.
That's why.
She's a free spirit.
Hey, Karen.
That's kinda cool.
Karen. Sorry. Can I go?
Yes.
Yeah, Karen just reminded me. Actually, I do sort of see myself in Erin Brockovich because she mentioned Julia Roberts, and my mind started racing. I'm like, I know this Julia Roberts movie that's based on a true story, and it reminds me of a female version of myself. Fingers crossed. Erin Brockovich was an incredible activist for environmentalism, and she's not in depth to any political agenda or group. She speaks for the truth. She fights for the truth, and I believe in fighting for justice and the truth. And Erin Brockovich is, I would consider her to be a hero of
See,
mine.
she was one person that made a big difference. All right,
Yeah.
G-Man, other than money, what
Oh.
opportunity? Money aside, right? This is not about paying the check. This is about a dream or a vision.
My visions are pretty much simple. I want to be able to give back to the people I love. That's it.
So what do you mean, a priest? You want to be a
Oh
hope?
my gosh.
Philanthropist or something.
A philanthropist.
Something
Oh,
like
so you want to do a business so you can employ people and everything else?
Something like to give back. You know what I'm saying? Bring smiles to the world.
So if you had the money, would you buy like a hotel so that you can house students or friends and things like that? Would you do it?
And like for the homeless as well.
And the homeless, well, I don't think if you're going to put the homeless in there, you're going to have a
No,
whole
like
center.
different setups or whatever. Like,
You would do that.
I would do that.
I believe you.
I totally do.
Yeah.
I believe you.
But
One
I
of the
think
few
what
guys I
happens,
believe.
right, if you think most dreams are squashed because of the need to make money,
Yeah.
right? You got to pay your bills so you don't live the dream you want. It becomes your side hustle. Your dream becomes your side hustle because you need the money to live. So not every side hustle gets to manifest into what you really want in life because you're so busy just paying your bills.
Or just
Or,
You're
right,
chas-
just sustaining
You're
yourself.
you're chasing your tail. You're not living
Living
your
your
dream.
dream.
Surviving.
Not
circles.
living.
Which is interesting because
That's another good segment we can do.
chasing your tail.
Chasing your tail or living your dream.
Everything in life is going to be a segment. You're going to have nothing but segments. On this.
But isn't that what we do? Like, that's life. It's just a change of perspective.
Do you know how many people told me when I started this stream that I was out of my mind?
Yeah.
Do you know how much money I lost the first year doing this? If I tell you, you won't believe me. And I quit 6 times. Everybody told me, you can't make a living
What
at
did you do when you
this.
quit? You woke
I
up the
sold.
next day and went again?
No, I sold. I went to church. Then I started going. It isn't church. It's wherever Linda took me. But I went there for a while, and I looked deep, and I went back at it. And I said, you know what? If I'm going to fail, if this plane's going to crash, it's going to crash with me flying it. And I went back at it. I quit. And I went back at it.
So it was like the foundation for me. I had the idea, and
No,
everyone
no,
told me no.
no.
The accountant told me no. This one told me no. You told me no.
You're lucky, though.
I put it aside.
See, what I like about Dawn is that she's the spin doctor.
Why?
Because she went into this foundation. I told her the reason I said no, so that everybody will know, is that I thought it was going to break her apart.
Kinda
Too much
does
pressure,
sometimes.
yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But you walked in here with a crew that anybody who's watching today would take and hire them.
And tried to. Yes.
And they have. But you walked in with a crew that understands the difference between doing something and saying they're going to do something. So you got lucky. I'm going to tell you, you should play lotto the way you spin it. And that night when I was here and it was 5 o'clock and we had 100 people in this building, everywhere. And he was out there with a bunch of them Manning guys and everything else. He was directing traffic out here. I was talking to the barkeeper. I said to me, this is going to be a long night, man. It's going to be a good night, but it's going to be a long night. So either you're clever or I'm just not clever because you came out with this thing. You guys fixed this room. I got film watching people paint in here. I was shocked. Even Vic from the radio station says, can you do this for me at the radio station? Did he not? True,
Yes,
right?
you did.
It's just, you can do anything, man. You ever heard that saying, if you put your mind to something, you can do anything? Try it.
But it's when Russ came in yesterday and he took the brochure and he took the cards and he took the flyer and he took all of these things. I paused because every single bit of that comes from you guys. Every design, the printing, the flyer, the graphics, you all put all of it together. And project by project, it's just a project, but the whole is so much greater than the sum of the parts. And he goes out and he says, all of this legitimizes what you're doing here. All of this shows that this is not just anyone doing it. There's a mission, there's a purpose, and you all sit behind that purpose.
And you do it.
And Russ is an amazing man, right? He pushes and he pushed, and he's out there at 91 years old.
I still can't believe
he's
that.
out there pounding the pavement trying to get food donated. And he said, you need liquor? I'm going to hit the liquor stores and get that too.
Wow.
And for those of you that did not watch Lights in the Night last night, go to Facebook. You only got 30 days, and then we have to put the copy in. And listen to what the Shama said about Russ.
Really?
Listen to the show. I got 12 texts that he sent me of people talking about his show.
Wow.
And if you want to know who Russell is, listen to the Shama. And she will tell you. So me and him, we had a little meeting of the minds in the lobby. So I said, so you brought her in to tell me who you were, huh? And the smile on his face was from ear to ear. Then he followed me around because he didn't know how to answer it. But listen to the show. She will tell you why Russell is here, why he's his age, and what his message was, and why he is here.
Wow.
Watch the show. So I'm going to tell you.
Pretty amazing, right?
If you paid attention to what was going on yesterday, it was
90,
very,
he's 90
very
years
amazing.
old.
It was
And
amazing.
he definitely is aging backwards. I saw that the pyramids now they have a new theory for the pyramids. It was a branch of the Nile that came through Kafar, Egypt, that allowed the transporting of the stones. Okay, great. Wonderful. How did they get them from the Nile all the way to the top? Sorry, in perfect alignment.
There was like very big guys.
So maybe that transported it, right? So maybe the river allowed the flow and you can move the stones, but then what? The river didn't just like pop them up in perfect shape.
By the end of the year, you're going to know the answer to that
Weren't
question.
Egyptians taller back in the day?
They're supposed to be shorter. We don't know what the hell is going on anymore. They found skeletons that were 10
They
feet
keep trying to
tall.
make sense of things that we'll never be able to understand as humans, so we should just leave it at that, and we'll find out when we all leave this earth.
There
Okay,
it
so
is.
let me ask you a question. Do you need to make sense of everything to understand it, or are you okay
No.
in general with just letting it go?
That's a good question.
You have to be okay with letting it go. Like
Do
when
you
I was,
do, though?
When I was first like learning about God and reading the Bible, I always like facts. I've always been interested in science because it explains things to a T on why things work the way they work. But when you read the Bible and you start to get into faith and religion, things like that, you have to just rely on the fact that there are things that we're not going to understand because us humans, we can't comprehend everything. We're not supposed to. So we have to be okay with not knowing everything and knowing that there are so many things in this world that are out of our comprehension. But it's hard. It really is, because I struggle with it too every day.
But the funny thing is that when you read the Bible, you're not supposed to understand what it means. You're supposed to finish writing it. It is your definition is the reason why the book was made. So if you look at a spiritual man, you will understand him because he reads the words, but you have to live it. So it's not to understand the Bible, it's to understand yourself, to finish what is written. I mean, the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill. Hello? Yeah, that's an easy one, isn't it? It's an easy one. So do you know what that means? Some people says, what about war? You go to war and you kill your enemy. The word enemy, right? In the Bible, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't kill. You shouldn't have an enemy. You shouldn't have wars. But in the Bible, it will talk about a lot of death, a lot of stuff. I mean, you got to understand what it means, the book means, and you have to literally understand it. Don't think that you're going to go out there and preach the Bible. And I tell people this all the time. I say, don't preach the Bible to me. I have my own understanding.
And it's not taken in a literal sense either. A lot of people take the Bible like point blank period. This is what that means.
That's what
when
that
really
means.
There's so much room for interpretation.
That's right.
And you really like at a certain point in time, like you'll read a certain verse and you might not understand it in this point of your life, but 10 years down the road, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I get it now, because you were supposed to understand it at that point in your life.
May
That makes
I
sense.
add to that?
Yes.
I have my biggest problem with the literalists, the people who take the Bible literally word for word, is there's a lot of cherry picking. There's a lot of hypocrisy. They claim that one verse holds more truth and meaning than the other. and a lot too many people cherry pick which verse. Sorry,
It's not your
I
fault.
apologize.
which
Good.
verses to follow and which verses to, conveniently ignore for their own sake.
But that's why the books were written. It's for you to interpret. But the bottom
Exactly.
line is,
But-
at the end of the
I'm
day,
not bashing.
don't
Christian.
hurt.
no.
Just
I
don't hurt
believe,
one another.
But
Don't hurt one
I-
another. Love yourself more.
I was raised going to church and reading the Bible, and it's amazing like how many miracles happen if you have faith, if you believe. But not everyone looks at God as their higher power. Some people look at the sunshine or the moon, or and then we just have to believe that something bigger and better is watching us and taking care of us.
Well, let me ask you a question. So somebody asks you to believe in God and you can't see God. Carline made that whole joke about God is always great and this, but he never has money because you go to church and they ask for money. But if they were to ask you something simpler than believing in God, something that's spiritual above you, something easier to believe in, can you do it? Can you believe in yourself?
I believe our relationship with God
No,
is
but listen to
individual.
you're not listening
Oh.
to the question. It's not about God now.
It's
It's
about, the
about
highness.
you.
Do you love yourself? Is that
Do you
your question?
believe? Maybe that's your definition.
Or do you believe in yourself?
That's another
Yeah, I think
definition.
those are two different questions.
But does it really matter? How many religions all end up in the same place? But how many times can we say, I believe in me? Because it ends up in one place. It believes in your belief. That's why that mirror in Studio A is there. Once in a while when things are tough in your life, go to the mirror, man. And just look at the gift that you've been given, which is you. And if you can do that, because it's the hardest thing in the world to do, you're good to go.
Yes, you're right, and we are our own worst enemies because there's a light that we don't see that someone else sees.
Can see.
Someone else can see, and we have our battles through life, but we get stronger. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger.
You should.
And I definitely do believe there's angels who surround us. There's angels here who brought us together, and it's your guys' vision is very beautiful.
Do you know there was a commercial back in the day? Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
It was about a hair color, wasn't
Right.
it? You ever seen it? It's a hair color. Don't hate
it's a
me.
song. It's a song.
Carry us
Yeah.
Carry
That's a
us.
good song. I've heard that in a
But
minute.
there was I didn't know about this.
because
I didn't know
I'm
about the song,
beautiful.
but in the day, back in the day, there was a commercial. I think it was Chrisley Brinkley or something. Don't hate me because I'm
It was a
beautiful.
commercial, right?
And you know where they got that commercial from? It might have been the song, but I know one thing: they got the song from understanding the Bible. That's where that commercial came from, and they used Chrisley Brinkley and the beautiful hair.
You want to say hi to Adriana?
How are you, Adriana?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Give her the mic. What's the matter with you? How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good.
I think that's a little too close to Gordon's head.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
can move away from the crazy man.
You're a Lynn student?
Yes, ma'am.
Did we meet you there?
Yes, at the career fair.
Okay.
Oh my God, that was how many weeks ago?
2.
Wow.
What's your major?
Yeah.
My major is computer animation.
Do you know Althea?
No.
Hello.
I know.
You guys know each other?
No.
Can we make a giant animated comic book?
I mean, you
Her
can,
animation
yeah.
moves.
That'd be an anime.
Althea.
Althea.
Yeah.
So back in the day, I was gonna do a show for the WWE. I met with them and everything else. I came up with this concept where the wrestlers were like DC comic people, and they used to settle all the fighting in the wrestling ring. So it was human beings. They went through this magic curtain and turned into these. No, it was the other way around. There were comics that went through this magic curtain and became the wrestlers in real life. Can we do something like that?
Enchanted.
I mean,
Who?
you can.
Yeah, well, I thought of Enchanted before
Sounds
Enchanted.
like Enchanted with the princesses.
Like I tell you, I should have trademarked my stuff.
You
patent
should
it.
have.
Can we do something like that in here?
I mean, like if you walk through, like the animated person walks through here and then it transitions into you.
well, we'll do it the other way. So everybody's in this room, right? So then G-Man walks through the door, and
And he becomes
he becomes a cartoon animation on the other side,
Yeah.
and he has superpowers. With him, it's easy because he watches all them superpower things anyway.
I already have some.
Have you looked through the Snapchat filters? They have one that's about a cartoon of yourself, and it's pretty.
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Is that a thing still?
It is.
Is that still a thing?
Still around?
Yeah.
You guys snap the chat?
I don't use it for that. I just have it because it's fun. It's funny.
My
Sometimes.
grandchildren send me that.
Yeah.
Joey sends me Snapchat. I'm like, what is this?
Back to Adriana. What year are you in school?
I'm a junior at Lynn.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Well, honestly, I've always wanted to be an animator because, like, I really like to draw a lot when I was a kid, and I was told I had a very hyperactive imagination.
You do?
Yeah.
She fits right in. You're as nutty as the rest of these guys.
So if someone gave you an opportunity to fulfill your dream,
What would
what
it
would
be?
it be?
If someone were to give me an opportunity, I would think it would probably be to show more of my artwork to people.
Are you a good artist? What kind of artwork?
I do both traditionally and digitally. I've been practicing on drawing more digitally lately.
Oh, this could be fun. You see that one behind you?
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
I want to say traditionally, but I feel like.
But what kind of artwork is that?
What kind of medium?
What kind of medium? Is that a thing? Why photography?
Type of medium.
Is that what kind of medium you think that is?
I think it's either photography or.
That's pencil.
Colored pencil.
That's colored pencil. That's the same as these over here. These four. These
yeah, those
five.
are more style. I thought these were
Colored pencil.
photographs.
Yes.
Yeah, those are all done with graphite pencil.
That's
look at
how.
the one, look at the muscles they have.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's how good Jay Harmon is. So, the bottom line here is that Jay had a vision, and now that all of this is happening, he's gotten into these. But there was a time he did these. They are at the airport in Fort Lauderdale.
Are they?
Really?
Wow.
Where? Do you know in like what terminal? Like where is it at?
I don't know the terminal. I think it's in the master terminal. When you're going in, they have a hanging.
Huh.
And he's trying to draw a contract with them. So I invited Jay to invite them here so we could put them on the air. And I mean, the airport doesn't need any more advertising anyway because they're always full.
Yeah.
But it's amazing that his accomplishment. He also drew the burial site for the
Chief Osceola.
him.
For his mausoleum, and then it got engraved in the tombstone on metal, which is pretty cool.
It's there. He's done some big things, but welcome aboard. I mean, this is some of the things that Jay came with us 8 years now. No,
Since the beginning.
Jay was here, helped us go through COVID by selling artwork and keeping the studio open. So that's why we dedicated this room to him and another artist who apparently is in Florida down in. She's visiting. We should have her come up
I've
here.
tried, I know. We gotta ask
Are
Gordon.
those-
We didn't ask Gordon.
Oh, I
Your
was
dream, Gordon.
leaving her for last.
What's
'cause
your dream?
Mumbles
What's
over
your
there.
vision of if I could?
If I could, I would work with WWE or any wrestling federation.
You want to be a wrestler?
No.
So if they called you and said, Gordon, we got a job for you, but we can't pay you, would you do it?
Probably. If I get to meet the wrestlers.
Probably. You're like, yes, I'm in. You gotta go. That's a bucket list for you.
It is.
You want to do something with the WWE?
Yeah.
Let's call
I
him.
might have the guy's number still. Yesterday, we were introduced to somebody who does.
No, that's different than MMA, right?
I know they do. Yeah, very
Jiu-jitsu.
different. Bare knuckle fighting.
I like MMA more.
I like MMA too.
You like MMA? Well, MMA.
Is MMA the one with that Irish guy?
Yes.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Mixed martial
Yeah,
arts.
okay. I like MMA.
But he's not as good as he used to be. He's lost.
He's
Oh, I don't know.
retired,
That was
I
just the
think.
only MMA person I could think
He's
of.
an aggressive man.
Actually, Lola is going to be one of our sponsors for the fundraiser. She's going to put a raffle basket together.
Who?
Lole from the MMA gym, Trilogy MMA, where we were on Sunday.
Trilogy, yes. Oh, they have fighters there, MMA?
That's what they do.
Oh, there you go. So would you go there, or you want WWE?
I'll do anything.
No, not anything. What is the bucket list?
The bucket list is
Be
to
specific.
work with something with wrestling because I love wrestling, but MMA is also a close second to my heart because it's one of my favorite things too.
Let's see if we can get somebody in the WWE. I'll look in the archives because I had meetings with them for months. I thought I was getting it. My sons were all excited because they were all WWE fans.
I wonder if Bobby has a contact.
He probably does, but not WWE. He probably
Okay,
has
I don't know.
MMA.
We're gonna find
Do you
out.
remember when we used to go to the Mexican restaurant that I used to call El Chapo? It wasn't El Chapo.
Yes.
And they had a guy in there that wanted us to cover something when MMA was starting out, the ring and everything else. And
Right.
the blueprints came out, and I said to him, "I'm gonna need like 6 cameras."
Bless you.
And back in the day, I didn't have this technology.
That's why I think Bobby might be able to help.
Yeah, maybe
Kind of cool.
give it a call.
Think about the amount of people that we've met and interviewed and know over the years. You just gotta figure if I can remember their names.
No, now you're like me.
Do you know what? This morning I was actually thinking while I was getting ready to come here, I was like, I should send the news reporter in, telephone information to you so you
We
could
talked
give
about
them.
that yesterday.
No, I'm gonna have you do it. Heather's got the video. We've got a press release.
Okay.
It's your contact. It's your story.
Okay.
It's the next part of your story, which I think would be an amazing story. for
That
him
they
to
will cover.
Yes.
Because he knows your past.
But he doesn't know
He
your
doesn't
present.
know your present or your future. So
Yeah.
I think it would be a whole change of life story that you
Very
should
cool.
present.
That's very cool.
How you like
Yes,
that?
I believe that. I've been 522 days sober, and the change that came about in me is this little girl who fought her way to like have her voice, and you know, I've been able to
Happy Friday. You too.
Happy Friday. So I've been able to stop the bad, and now I can see the beauty, and it's
So we've had all the pieces for you that you can now call him or send. What if you have his email or his phone number?
because I was thinking that'd be so cool. They'll have it on the news. You know how many people we have that care about.
So what if they say, you know what,
Students.
Karen, I'm all in. Can we interview on this? Would you do it?
Yeah, I would do it. I've been on camera before with them, and it wasn't a nice story. Now that I'm confident, now that I'm stronger, like I learned, I matured, and I'm 38.
Okay, what would the headline be? What's your new headline?
The beauty of change.
I love it.
You know, it's funny. During COVID, we had a DJ. That's his table that he left us. We had a DJ in here who used to help people get their PPP monies during COVID, remember?
Right.
And Channel 25 came in here twice.
Wow.
Because he was helping people and he wasn't charging anybody. He was just explaining the way it had to be done. And the news came in here, so I said to him, "Yo, why don't you like tell them a little bit about what we do?" Nah, not interested. Nah, gotta go. See you out the door.
But I think that would be a great change of life story.
It would
Yeah,
be.
because I watch the news and they have these segments that are "Let's Hear It." So they go to different parts. They've been to Boynton Beach. They've been to Wellington and different parts where they ask the public the questions like, "What do you think? What needs to be changed? What needs to have, you know, better or improvement on the roads for the kids that are riding bikes and stuff?" So it's a good thing that, you know, you like people can get insight to how things.
Well, people need a feel-good story now. So
Yes.
I got a good feel
You
story.
gotta- all right. So you know what? Why don't we play
I got a good feel story.
In the Tea? Did you get it?
No, he
What's
didn't
it called?
download it.
You didn't download
He has
it?
to look for it, but it's okay.
I don't know. Is it in the Outlook?
No,
Yes.
yes, it is. But
Yes.
don't worry about that. I got a good feel story.
Okay.
Officially good feel story. This is official now.
Okay.
Okay.
I got the message yesterday. I sent it to you, but you never open anything I sent you anyway.
You sent me lots of things.
The mayorship
Oh
for
yeah.
Boca Raton, Florida, running for mayor, because the guy that's there now cannot run again because he's hit his limit So there are 2 new people coming out for the mayorship of Boca Raton. And I'm not going to talk about the guy, one guy, because let him, whatever. But our Bernie Corn.
No way.
Our Bernie Corn is the official run against the guy that's running. So 2 of them are running officially. And Bernie told me, you watch, it's real, it's real. Officially, it was announced. It is him. It was put in a press release, and I have it. So congratulations to Bernie. Bernie is going to be, I think, here tonight. He's going to tell me the news I already know. But it's official.
Are we here tonight?
Whatever.
Okay.
Whenever. And I'm going to call him and congratulate him. You got it?
Yeah.
And it just goes to show you, if you want something bad enough, no matter how many times he's tried to get on that ballot, no matter how many people laugh at Mr. Corn, because now he's Mr. Corn, he did it. And I got to tell you, I got to tip my hat, man. I got to tip my hat. Because he could say he tried.
That's it.
Let's rally around change. He's a man of change. He wants to change everything. He doesn't like the way things are being done in the city of Boca. And you hear his platform. You hear the other guy. Make up your decision. I'm not telling you to vote one way or the other. I'm just proud of the fact that he's on there, man. I'm gonna tell you that's something.
All right, you want to take a commercial break and we come back?
Yep. And then we'll
Spill
play
the
the
tea.
spill the tea.
All right, more to come. Stay tuned. You can give us a call. 888-994-4995. It's Studio B. We'll be right back.
I think something's wrong with it because it's only 27 seconds.
That's it. It's only 27 seconds.
All right, mute, and let's go to commercial.
Play the commercial.
Commercial.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Family business. It's me, my sister, and her soon-to-be husband. We've been here for about 5 years doing our thing in this beautiful little spot right in the heart of downtown Boca. We really are like that authentic New York, New Jersey, Northeast thing that you want to have when you're in South Florida. Our bagels are made from scratch every single day. They're top-notch, best you can get around here. And then lunch, chicken Caesar wrap, or like we have a beautiful avocado supreme salad. That's really, really great. And of course, all our sweets are incredible too. You know, something savory, salty, and a little something sweet after. And we will do our best to provide the best service, best food, best everything. And if there's anything you need, we'll do it.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Tell me something I don't know. A little off the top, a little on the side. A little bit of news you heard around the barrio. Tell me something I don't know. Bueno, you didn't hear this from me, but some little birdie told me.
Join us every morning with the Brooklyn Cafe Show, where we spill the tea.
That's her first attempt at that.
That was
Yeah.
awesome. All
I
right.
think, yeah.
You think what?
Nothing.
You liked it?
Good? Not good?
No, I like it. I just think we should record it so it fits the ratio. So it's not like this.
Horizontal instead of
It's
vertical.
Yeah.
Well, it's Rome wasn't built in a day, but yes. But we
I'm
have
just
something
saying,
to work
I
with.
think it's great.
So we're gonna do more of those, more segments that roll us right into the topic of conversation. All right, Althea, you weren't here yesterday.
No, I wasn't. Did you guys have that ice cream party or ice cream?
Well, no,
Like
we're
ice
waiting
cream?
for you.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
What ice cream party?
Well, Courtney was supposed to. Oh, sorry. Courtney was supposed to like do ice cream last time I was here. I was here on
Oh, we
Tuesday,
did
it was
not make
Wednesday.
the ice cream. You were
Yeah.
correct. We'll have to work on
We
that
didn't buy the
next week.
slush machine.
Yeah.
She
Well-
told me. She said she bought the slush machine, and I looked at Dawn. Dawn said,
Well, once again, you don't need the slush machine. You can just. Oh wait, sorry. You can just do it without the with the. I think it was like rock ice, or ice or.
I have a- do we have
yeah,
the
rock salt.
shaver?
Yes. All right. So next week we're going to make the ice cream. All right.
Yeah.
Misha, your spill the tea yesterday kind of rocked everybody's world.
Oh yeah.
No. It's only been a day.
"Wait a minute. Did I tell you what happened?"
No.
I told him. Can I say the story? Or you want to keep it private?
Is it? I thought you were joking.
Why would I be joking?
You could say it.
I got a phone call.
Yeah.
And they said that kid that said the story broke my heart. I want to take him out to dinner. And I pick him up to make sure he doesn't run away. So I asked him, "Do you want?" I didn't tell him who it was. So
Is it someone his age?
that's
literally.
irrelevant. That's irrelevant. I don't know. I don't even
I
know
would
how
just
old-
take the free dinner.
How old is he? I
Take
don't
the
know.
free dinner.
It might not be. It might be. It might be younger. I don't know. The question is, he was heard. Isn't that amazing? Somebody heard and said, "I feel bad for the guy." Now I'm probably gonna open up Pandora's box, and he's gonna get 100 of these to take him on a date because he got scared and canceled, and then he blocked the girl.
Ghosted her. That's so funny.
I don't understand all
I
that,
love
but
it.
All right, Althea,
Yeah.
spill the tea. What happened with you this week or last week that you could spill the tea on?
You see, here's the thing. I live a very boring life. Okay.
so give us a
But,
boring spill.
My room is. My room is still a mess. Haven't cleaned it in 2 weeks.
Move to your right.
Oh, sorry.
Left.
That other
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Once again, my room is still a mess. I really got nothing. I mean, I stay in my room. I've procrastinated for 4 weeks on my assignment. Got it done in the span of 24 hours. So yeah.
What did you do in 24 hours?
My animation that I was showing Dawn. It was done in 24 hours, basically. I was supposed to do it at midnight. I fell asleep, and then I woke up at 8.
Oh my
And I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just call out of work, and let me just get it done because it was due at 11:59 last night, and I got it in at 11:30.
What do you
Wow.
use to animate?
Maya.
Interesting.
And what did you animate?
That's
What'd you
good.
do?
Just a simple animation. I mean, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just moving parts until something felt right. Then I was listening to music. I found this one segment that I really liked of this song, and I was like, you know what? Let's just roll with it. By the time I was done, I was so sick and tired of hearing that song because I was playing it over and over and over again. I was like, you know what? I took it out my playlist. I was like, I'm good.
How long is the animation?
I think it was like 7 seconds it ended up being.
Well, it's amazing that you can just get up and animate. It's like a baseball player. Get up and hit the home run, wins the game. I mean,
It's pretty cool. You have to see it. So we have an idea. She's going to try and animate us.
is that what I saw yesterday with Gato doing and things like that?
No, that was
I
a
looked like a
meme.
big
No.
blockhead. What the hell was
The
that?
Funko Pop.
Oh, Funko
Yeah.
Pops.
The
yeah.
Funko Pop bean.
I'm a Funko Pop
I love
with
it.
no hat though.
I love Funko Pops.
So I sent them a picture. I says, "Try this."
Oh, is that what that was for?
Yeah.
Got you.
You didn't like it?
I did. I was just wondering the context. And then Sarah, without
Funko
an
Pop.
H, took it to a whole nother level of hello, welcome, new member. What am I missing on this whole brain thing? You've had a connection with them that I just not quite always getting.
Yes, you're not there. You're not there.
All right, Gordon, spill the tea.
Um.
You got anything that happened?
Not really.
No, you went to.
Collecticon, and they had a lot of Funko Pops there.
You should have brought one.
No, there's a lot of them.
One, Gordon.
I didn't buy any.
Were they expensive?
But I met the Blue Ranger, and
Oh, yeah,
that he took a picture with me.
Oh, you should have sent that on the WhatsApp.
Oh,
Are you part of the WhatsApp?
yeah.
Should have put it in the WhatsApp. Says,
Okay.
my new best friend.
How about you, Adriana?
Mike. Good.
I mean, so far this week, I've just been like working on an animation assignment. And one night I pulled an all-nighter and I fell asleep. And next thing I know, I woke up like 10:30. And they were doing.
What is it with these animations? It makes you go to sleep till the next
Because you
day.
really have no choice. I mean,
But this is what you picked as a career.
Yes, exactly, and I regret it because I knew going in that I would be.
You're graduating next month.
Getting sleepless nights. Just because I'm graduating and I like doing it doesn't mean I'm not gonna hate the fact that I'm gonna be pulling all-nighters. I mean, and doing everything else. I mean,
Is that like part of the course? Is to pull all-nighters?
No, but it's a symptom. It's practically baked in. It's like if you decide
like getting
to be
married.
going into VFX, you're going to be pulling all-nighters and be overworked and underpaid.
Wow, what
What was the last all-nighter you pulled?
When I was drinking.
Literally.
Literally. Do I remember?
When I went out to a bar.
It was like, that's why I left Miami. I used to drink every night. We used to hang out from 1 o'clock till whenever. All-nighter.
How about Made me turn into Lucas. All right, spill the tea, Lucas. What do you got?
This week, I don't know. I haven't had any tea.
It's not literally drink tea.
I know. I've just been studying for tests.
What tests? What could be so?
Finals are coming up.
Yeah.
How many tests are you taking?
University.
How many?
Like 4.
4 tests?
Yeah, but it's the whole material.
It's the final.
I know.
Right?
I took finals. I went to college.
Don't you guys have like a month left?
I went to NYU. I took finals.
A month left.
Literally,
right?
yeah. You have less than a month now.
You got a month left. Yep.
Wow.
Did you ever go to class?
I go to class.
Okay, so what are you panicking about? You got
Because
this.
the material's hard.
What's your hardest class?
Right now it's this class called stochastics.
What the hell is that?
What the heck is that?
Yeah,
that sounds scary. What is that?
What are they teaching these students nowadays?
Is that algebra?
Statistics and probabilities for computer science. And it sucks.
Instincts and probabilities.
For computer science.
Statistics and probabilities. Okay.
So it's like stats on steroids.
Yeah.
So you can only get half of it. It's only a 50-50, yes or no.
No.
I wish.
That would be
stats
great.
is probability.
Stats
but
sucks.
It goes more than that.
So why the hell
That
did you take
sucks.
that class for?
Because I have to for my major. It's a part of it. Yeah.
Oh, you had to take it too?
You think we want to take calculus and
that's-
stat? No, they make us take it.
Yeah, I couldn't pass calculus either.
I have something to say about classes.
Calculus is hard, yeah.
You got it, Gordon?
Anybody who is in the creative type of major, like I'm in film, tell me, is this like real for anybody else? Because my hardest class right now is not anything like math but my professor has this like metaphysical way of conducting the class where we're like we have to like look into different realities and expand the universe of our mind, and then we have to relate that to the actual topic of the class, but it's never related. It's so hard.
Maybe thinking too abstract.
They're trying to find something for you guys to
Like a morning
do.
show
They're just as
right?
lost.
That's like a morning show with you.
Right.
It's a morning show, and then you come on a topic that's totally not related to anything that we're talking about.
No, this is syllabus, Dawn. You have to follow the
Are you
topic.
the syllabus?
I always broke the syllabus.
Why am I not surprised?
I had a professor at NYU. He says, I don't know why anybody gives me this. This is so useless. If I teach you this material, what are you going to do? You're going to take the calculus of a train? Give me a break. So he threw it out the window. And then we used to create our own. That was the best class I ever
Is
took.
anyone in here organized, or do you kind of just go with what's in your gut to do with that day?
Look at their room. Before you answer that, if I look in your room and you tell
Then
me
I
you're
guess,
organized.
what's the definition of organized?
Look at your room.
You like organizes in like your room or like organizes in
Your
like,
mind.
school stuff?
It's the same
Your
difference.
brain.
Oh,
Your
it's not the
brain and your room are the same difference.
No.
No? Your room is a
No,
mess.
I'm not organized. no.
You're not organized?
So your
No.
brain is a mess?
Because like
Sometimes. Sometimes it's good though.
She's
Sometimes it's
organized.
Althea,
I
yeah.
could tell Althea's organized.
Oh no!
She said.
You
I
know?
mean, in my files are organized, but like my room and everything else, I'm just kind of like, I'll remember it tomorrow. I'm like, I was supposed to do something, right? I'm like, what was I doing? I was like, oh yes, I was doing this. So I kind of just put it in like a mental Rolodex, and if I remember, I remember, and if I kind of don't, I'm like, I rush and I panic. But I'm not organized at all. Not at all. No,
I'm not
trying
organized
to be.
at all
I'm
either.
trying to be.
Dawn is too organized.
You
for me.
write your stuff down on a napkin. You write your business deals on a napkin.
I have closed deals on that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But it
There's
works for
nothing
you,
wrong with
but
that.
I know there's nothing wrong with it, but I was just saying.
I'm organized, but then yet,
It drives her crazy.
like I start here, and then it's like brain mapping, and then I'm here, and then I go here, and then here, and next thing I know, I shouldn't have answered a text. Someone called me yesterday at 9 o'clock in the morning. I did not call them back until 8:20 last night.
That's okay. That happens.
But you were busy.
But it's like that every day. So my intentions are good, but 20 other things come up. Kuiper's mom has been trying to reach me all week. I'm finally meeting her tomorrow. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, because 3 hours go by. I open it up, I go to send the text, and next thing I know, it's like 3 hours later.
I love to write a deal on a napkin and then show Dawn. Like I kept one over there. She asked me for a budget, and I wrote it, and I have it on a napkin. And she looks at me. She says, "Really, really? You're very organized."
I am, but I'm not.
No, you
I think I am, and then 10 other things come up in my mind.
That's all part of the game.
But I guess we have to wrap up today because we have to set up Janet, because everyone else we thought was coming to set up Janet
Alright,
is
so
not coming
we'll
in
do
today,
it.
so we got to go
Alright.
set
Oh,
that up.
Danny's not in?
Danny's not in. Gato had an emergency. He'll be in late, and G-Man now has a new job. So,
Well, it's like 80% set.
all right.
I just have to move the couches.
That's why we have the muscles in here. We'll move the couches, get it done, and produce it. Also, we're gonna decide where we're going today. We're gonna
Well,
be.
we need Gato, who's not here. So
Well, we're gonna be floating
we gotta
around.
see if that happens.
Oh, he's not coming at all.
We'll be late.
How late is late?
I don't know. I got it. I'm late.
Late doesn't mean nothing. There's a lot of traffic, like you said. For me to get here, it took 45 minutes. It never happened before.
All right, we're going to wrap this up. Have a great morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. We'll see you midday someplace.
Make it happen and don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.